In this video, we're going to be using Murphy and McNeil Kotschi and the Gem Clog Pruf razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me again today. I really appreciate it. And as mentioned before, today we're going to be using Murphy and McNeil. I think it's Kotschi or something like that. That's the way it is spelled. And you see those, what appears to be cats on there. I think Kotschi, some sort of mystical cat creature, Celtic maybe in origin, I think. Don't hold me to it. The scent on this is a nice mellow citrus. I get like it really has a neroli vibe. I call it under medium, lightly scented, but it's not so light that you have to search to find it. So it's a nice mellow soap with mellow citrus notes. I'll show you the notes right there. You have bergamot, mandarin, orange. But to me, I mostly get a neroli type vibe to it. The cost on this is quite good. This is $19.99 for 5 ounces. And on our price chart right there, that is a good $3.63 an ounce. However, Murphy and McNeil in the United States offers free shipping, no minimum. So if you knock that off, the price on this is even better. And they also give 3% to charity, and they allow you to pick from a charity list, which is very, very cool. I like that. And so we look forward to using Murphy and McNeil again today. Really good quality soap. Let's show you the ingredients right there. And this one has duck fat, cocoa butter, shea butter, lanolin, some good stuff in this soap, and we look forward to using it today. And as mentioned before, we're going to be using the Clog Pruf today, and we'll open that up for you and show you the blade. And those marks right there are how many shaves I have on this blade, which is 4 right now. And we'll close that up, and let's just get to misting. By the way, today, regular growth, 24 hours, not 72 hours or 60 some hours, I think is what it was. That was very annoying. And if you didn't see that video yesterday, check it out. Again, I'm a daily shaver, and I prefer to shave every day for a couple of reasons. One, I enjoy shaving. This is my hobby, so you know, I try to do it as much as I reasonably can. And 2, it just gets annoying when I have more than a day's worth of growth. It starts getting itchy and it looks unsightly, and it's just not for me. Growing, you know, for more than a day. My thing is being a daily shaver, you know. I pretty much always shave this way outside of, you know, maybe taking a vacation or something. A few years back, I let it grow for a week or so, but daily shaving is the way I've pretty much gone my entire life, because I've had mostly professional jobs where it used to be required. Today, the grooming standards in a lot of places aren't as tight when it comes to beards, but it used to be grooming standards were a lot tighter in the type of work I did at the time, and so you couldn't have any kind of beard at all. So, all right, let's get going with our Gem Clog Pruf. And again, this uses a blade that resembles a paint scraper, but that's not a paint scraper blade. It is used for shaving. And these Gem razors are, for me, pretty easy and intuitive to use, because that top cap almost sets the angle for you. You see how that is designed, and pretty much you can set it on your face and just rotate it down a little bit and find the angle. I think the #1 enthusiast of these old type razors, single edge razors in general, vintage, it's probably Fuzzy from Shaving with Fuzzy. So if you've never checked out Fuzzy, check him out. He uses these sort of razors pretty often with good success. And these razors are still around, can be found pretty inexpensively on eBay, depending on the condition. This one has a little bit of brassing and so on, so the finish is not perfect, but it shaves well. And these old razors will just generally do a great job, and I enjoy using them every once in a while. Some people don't like the Gem style blades or Gem style razors, but I like them just fine. You'll see Jeffrey Smith using them from time to time as well, and he enjoys them also. And I've had this shave planned, for quite some time. And other things kept coming up but I definitely wanted to get back to using more Murphy and McNeil because it is a good quality soap, excellent customer service. They're a really good company to deal with. I really enjoy them. Just really enjoy using their products. You know, they put out the Barbershop de los Muertos set recently, which got a lot of attention. I think for good reason. I really liked it. But they have, excuse me, a lot of nice offerings. By the way, the brush today, Ariane and Evans, my travel brush, and the old Captain's Choice, the Old Faithful. Really nice. No problems today with making a lather. Of course, we know Fuzzy doesn't like bowl lathering, but for me, it allows me to control the way I make lather easier. Also, my face is not crazy sensitive, but if you're a person with a very sensitive face, doing a lot of scrubbing on your face with a brush, it's not the best recipe. Oftentimes the blade or razor gets blamed and you're just scrubbing your face too much with a high backbone brush. People don't realize that, but it does happen. But anyway, for me, making lather in the bowl does two things. One, I don't have to do a lot of scrubbing on my face, which is absolutely not necessary for me. Two, it allows me to scoop my soap out of the container, so I'm not introducing contaminants and water in my soap containers, which I have so many soaps, chances are I won't get to this soap for months, maybe even close to a year. So I don't want to do anything to diminish the life of those soaps. And so I don't introduce the brush into them. I don't introduce water into them. I just scoop it out, put the top back on, and it is back on the shelf and ready to go. Razor is working very nice today, just as I expected. These old shavers have stood the test of time. And I know we often get hung up, myself included, because I love a new shiny razor, don't get me wrong. We oftentimes get hung up on the new razors and new innovation. But when it comes down to it, the razor is just holding the blade. And some do it more comfortably, perhaps for you than others. But ultimately, this thing just holds that piece of steel that's doing the actual work. And so these old razors still get it done quite effectively for me. And they do so at a very fair price, because it's not uncommon to be able to find one of these in decent shape for 20 bucks, 25 bucks, you know, just depends. And so it's really nice to come back and use these single edge razors once in a while. And in 2021, I definitely want to make an effort to not ignore single edge razors, the injectors, the, you know, regular AC style injector, Artist Club style single edge razors, and single edge razors generally, because they often get ignored. And I think partially for me, it's because I don't have as many blades of this type. And so, I have plenty, but I don't have thousands. And so I use them once in a while. They shave well though, make no mistake about it. Once you get the hang of using them, you know, they work just as well as any other razor as far as I'm concerned. And some people argue the stiff blade, because these blades are not flexy like a double-edged razor blade. So some people prefer these razors because the blade is very stiff. And they don't like that flex or, you know, chatter, as some people call it in a DE razor blade, which can happen depending on the razor you're using, but these razors still get it done. And as you can see, the soap and brush still get it done as well. You don't really have to spend all day, you know, fooling around with it. A few painting strokes here and there, and you're sort of back in business pretty easily and quickly. And I always, I try to reiterate this from time to time. Don't worry so much about the way lather works, because I realize we have a lot of new folks watching. Worry about the way it performs. Or, let me rephrase, not the way it performs, but the way it allows you to perform. That is dragging this razor across your face if it has adequate slickness, which is the key for me. Slickness is king when it comes to traditional shaving. If you got slickness, for the most part, you can do about anything you want. If you don't have slickness, it makes things a lot more difficult. So as long as the soap is slick, and most soaps are, to be very honest with you, all you need to do is lather it up and go. You don't really have to worry about it looking a particular way. We can tell things about the way lather looks. However, you could make a bubbly lather that everybody frowns at on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. And as long as it's slick, it'll hit the mark. So don't concern yourself with what we call show lathers. That's just for your personal enjoyment. It's not going to do that much in terms of allowing you to perform better, quite frankly. Whether it looks like a show lather, it looks like a hasty lather, as long as you get enough water in it to be slick, you'll be ready to roll. And that really is the key, as far as I'm concerned. The old Clog Pruf doing a great job today. No problems on shave 5 on this particular blade, and most times you can get more shaves out of these single edge razor blades. Now, that is not a universal rule, but when I'm speaking, it's in terms of the average person with the average beard growth. If you're a guy that has very coarse, very tough, wiry beard, you may get less. If you have very, very light growth, you may get many, many more. And so I'm speaking generally when I'm speaking to just sort of average growth and use case, not the extremes one way or the other. But these blades usually, like I said, on a DE, I go 3 and out, no matter what, or less if it starts feeling tuggy. But on these blades, I'll keep using them until I feel like they're no longer hitting the spot or they're tugging a little bit, and then I'll toss them. So this will be shave 5. So you can get a little more use out of these. All right, and just like that, we've had an excellent shave today with our Clog Pruf. Let me rinse and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And we are back, and this is Thayer's Witch Hazel Magic, because it's made by witches. And that was a really nice shave today with our gym Clog Pruf. Again, look on eBay or Etsy, and you'll find these at pretty reasonable prices. I took the blade out on the rinse so I could show you what it looks like there. There you see it. That's the way the razor looks. Twist to open and close. And here is the gym style blade, which does resemble a paint scraper. The key when using this is to make sure you position the blade in those blade stops there at the end, and then you twist or shut and you're good to go. So very, very nice. We use Murphy and McNeil Kochi. Good price, good soap, nice, light. I'd call it more of a neroli vibe in the scent. Really nice though, I really enjoy it. We use the Ariana and Evans synthetic brush with our Captain's Choice bowl. And last but not least, today we're going to be using Stirling Sharp Dressed Man, just because I'm trying to finish this bottle, and you can't see how much is in there, but I've been using this for years and I'm finally almost finished, so I brought it to try to retire it. It's a great scent. It smells like green Irish tweed, if you're curious, by Creed. Oh man, and this was a really nice, enjoyable shave. Let's go one more round with the Sharp Dressed Man. And we're going to have an enjoyable day, and I hope wherever you are, you have a terrific, enjoyable day as well. Thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.